The UN's COP28 climate summit is yet to reach an agreement over the summit statement. This comes as a large group of countries criticize the draft agreement's omission of a commitment to phase out fossil fuels. Eun-hee reports.
The COP28 climate summit negotiations drag on as countries have not come to an agreement on the summit statement. After many countries criticized the draft version as too weak because it omitted a phase-out of fossil fuels, a new draft document was expected early on Tuesday, ahead of the scheduled close of the conference at 11 a.m. local time. According to Reuters, a 100-strong group of countries, including the United States, EU, and Australia, demanded a firm commitment and criticized the draft as too weak. Deals at UN climate summits must be passed by consensus by the nearly 200 countries present. On Monday, a draft of the COP28 agreement was published by the summit president, the United Arab Emirates. It proposed various options and called for reducing the production and consumption of fossil fuels, but the draft did not use the words phase out as seen in previous agreements. An earlier draft on Friday had included phase out, something climate campaigners, low-lying island states, and the European Union have been advocating for. But the latest draft called for reducing the consumption and production of fossil fuels in a just, orderly, and equitable manner, so as to achieve net zero by before or around 2050 in keeping with the science. It also provides 8 options that countries could use to cut emissions, including tripling renewable energy capacity by 2030 and scaling up technologies to capture CO2 emissions. According to Reuters, sources familiar with the discussions said the United Arab Emirates had come under pressure from Saudi Arabia to drop any mention of fossil fuels from the text. Saudi Arabia is the de facto leader of the OPEC oil producers group, of which the UAE is a member. Greenhouse gas emissions from burning fossil fuels are the main cause of climate change, and despite the rapid growth of renewable energy use, around 80% of the world's energy is produced using fossil fuels. Eun-hee, Arirang News.